Today, I'm going to talk about budget and resupply. So, I'm going on this AT through hike starting here in March, and I'm planning on sending boxes to myself sporadically throughout my hike. I haven't decided how many boxes. I think I'm looking at maybe one per month, maybe two per month at this point in time. But I had to set up a budget per week that I would spend on food. So that's usually about 6 days. I figure 1, maybe 2 days in town. So really, we're looking at 5 or 6 days worth of food. And I set it at $50. So I'm going to head to the store and see if I can actually do that on $50. Now, I live at a beach town, so I expect my costs to be a little bit more than I will be spending it back east, but I'm not absolutely sure or positive of that. So with that said, I'm headed to the stores and I will be back with my haul. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm in the bulk section of the grocery store, and I will explain all of this when I get out because I have to use my mask. But the bottom line, I'm looking for dates, prunes, and apricots. Okay, so I did go to the store, and I wish I would have been able to take you guys all in, but it was just pain with the masks. And so I ended up going to Walmart, the dollar store, and then my local market that I took you to, and you saw their bulk food section. And their bulk food section was really limited. I don't know what's going on with trucking and supply, but it's not as good as it usually is. Anyway, it cost me $48 total. So yes, I can do a 6-day supply. It's crazy. I want to show you this food. Now, understand I did not buy all of this food today. I have been stocking up. I'm going to be starting to fill my resupply boxes here in the next couple of days. So I got it all out here. But tomorrow I will sit down and do a 6-day plan just so you guys can see what that looks like for me. Remember, I'm a clean eater, so normally I don't eat any of this. So it is kind of like a big change for me. So that's what I have right now. Yes, there is a lot of food, and down there's another box. So today, obviously, I did not go and get all of this. So, but now it's to put it together. So anyway, as you can see, lots of tuna packets, trail mix. These are Walmart brand instant meals, and they're actually not too bad. They're only $5, guys, so that's not a bad deal. And then I got these really cool things at the dollar store. They're nuts, and they seem to be pretty healthy. So all of this stuff, I mean, like I said, it looks like a lot, and it'll be organized tomorrow, so stay tuned. We'll get back on here and we'll get it done. Disclaimer, I am not a nutritionist, and when I told you I don't eat all of this, that's absolutely true. When I started hiking many years ago, I was overweight, I had high blood pressure, I was in trouble. I had some really bad habits, and I'm trying to avoid those bad habits again. I started eating very clean eating. That means no processed food, raw food and raw meats and vegetables and things like that. So really truly my diet was way different than it is now today. 2 years ago, when I started really backpacking, I learned very quickly this wasn't going to work. There's no way I can carry apples and bananas and fish and things like that in the backcountry. So I started buying little things, and it's kind of evolved um, as my backpacking has also. But for now, 6 months is kind of scaring me a little bit, because I'm looking at all this food and I'm saying, wow, it's all carbs, it's full of salt, it's full of sugar, it's full of everything that I have been not eating in a long time. So with that said, I'm going to set this up, but I'm hoping that there will be some time that I can actually cook some real food. And in fact, I know I will be able to, maybe not on trail, but in a cabin or in bed and breakfast. Anyway, while you guys are watching this, don't get so freaked out. I know a lot of you, my friends and family, know that I have been a clean eater for a long time, and you're looking at this too, probably going, oh my word. Yeah, put my body into shock. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I need to get to bed, and tomorrow I'll be boxing this stuff up. So I hope that kind of helped clear things up a little bit for you guys, and we'll do the boxing tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So I have just woke up, and I decided that I would put this into 6 days of food. It's about 3,000 calories per day. I don't really know how many pounds this would be, but I'm not going to break them up. Normally I would break everything up, put it into plastic bags, and make sure that everything is separated, and especially mixed together, like my oatmeal in the morning. I like it all mixed together with milk and nuts and flax and big whole protein oats, and whatever I can put together for the morning. Normally my breakfast is my biggest meal, so there's usually about 500 or 600 calories for breakfast, and that includes my instant breakfast start. So as you can see, it's pretty big for a breakfast. And again, this is 6 days of food. Then lunch, you have to pretty much make myself eat usually at lunchtime, but I do bring whole protein things, peanut butter, and sometimes I'll bring pepperoni or meat products. If I can bring in tuna, and there's pink salmon in there, whatever I want to bring to go with it. And I do have, to go with the tuna and the salmon, I have some little cream cheese packets that I don't have here, but I will be sending with me on the way. Again, I would separate that, not necessarily the big packets, but I would separate it per day so that I knew exactly what I had per day. And then of course chips for lunch. And so there's a lot of things, a lot of variances that you can use for lunch. I also have a lot of snacky type food, candy bars, which I very seldom eat, but Cliff bars, I have Kind bars, protein bars, and then cookies and granola, nuts, and then of course dried fruit. I always start out with this first, and then I move to the more chocolatey things. and then we got dinner, and dinner for me is probably my lightest meal, truthfully. Probably the most important. And on the thru hike, I'm pretty sure this will change. For now, I have 2 meals with the ReadyWise instant meal, and then the pasta meals and the ramen bomb. I have it all there. It may flip flop. I may have my hot meal in lunchtime and then have that my sandwich at night. It just really depends on my mood of the day. But as you can see, they're probably the most smallest of the two. And as you also can see, there's very little vegetables here. So I do bring a green powder mix that I put in my water most of the time when I'm on hikes and backpacking trips. I also have Noon electrolytes and another electrolyte that I'll be bringing, and I didn't put in my tea or cocoa for the nighttime so in this mess here. But obviously I'm not opening any of this up. It's going to go into boxes for resupply. So this, I just wanted to show you, would be a typical 6-day trip for me, which I think it is a lot of food, and obviously I would separate everything because this would be so much waste. Anyway, so I hope you can get an idea of what I would bring with me, and I guess it probably looks typical. While I'm here, before I forget, I also have a little container of olive oil. I have avocado powder that you mix up and it makes avocado sauce, which I'm not real happy with, but it does mix really good with like the tuna and things like that. So to get those fats in too. The only thing I'm missing is vegetables, and I am gonna work on that. I guess I need to find some of those someplace. Anyway, I think it's pretty well-rounded. What's your thoughts? Give me some pros and cons, but I guess I'm going to be putting this all into a box anyway, and I hope you guys got something from it. So I thought I would show you guys what I normally do to mix my oatmeal, and because I'm doing it from home, I'm just going to do it. Normally I would put it in a plastic bag, and then the plastic bag would go into the box like that, or in my container. But today, I'm going to do it for breakfast. So, I just open up the oatmeal, and as you see, it's very little oatmeal. And then I have red milk oatmeal, which I absolutely love. It's very good flavor and whatnot. I just grab a handful, and I mix it in there. And then I put, this is called goji cacao, and it actually is for protein. It also has a little oatmeal. And I just mix a little bit in there. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. Do I have any nuts? I have quinoa, but I'm not opening that. We'll have some banana chips. So, just dried banana in there. And I take my milk. So this is just instant milk, and these little bags like this, and I'll just take a little bit of that in there. And sometimes I'll put flax, or I'll put, different kinds of stuff in it. Today I'm not in the mood to do it. And then I just mix it up with water and in the bottom of my bag, it would go like that. I would put it in there. I might have nuts in it. I might have whatever. Today, this is what I'm eating for breakfast. So I just thought you'd like to see that. As I said, it would go in my bags and then in my box, and we'll go through that when I do the resupply. All right. Thanks, guys.